Hi everyone, I'm Saleha and this is Friday Night Adda. And
Hi.
joining me all the way from Kolkata are Avanish and Urmi. And all of you know about Avnish. He shares a lot of his artwork on the group. And Urmi is also very popular. She is constantly commenting, sharing her poem. So hello guys, and thank you for joining me on the Adda.
Thank you, Saleha, for inviting me to this session. So, feels great to be connected to the larger audience and share my experience as an artist over the years, I've been doing, and how I've been painting our beloved city of joy or love, or bhalabasha, as we say.
Yes,
So, it
yes.
has been a fantastic journey. So, looking forward to the great Adda that we're gonna have.
Thank you. Urmi, you and I have never met. Not that I have
I
met Avanish, but we have spoken on the phone and everything. And I'm absolutely impressed with the kind of work that you do. So let's start off with, because I haven't met you, and I normally don't do a Q&A, but, you know, tell us something about what you do. I know about the masks that you made with Sukrit shared, but tell us about your artistic journey.
thank you, Sanya, for inviting me to the show. It's really fantastic. and the journey began somewhere down the line, say 6, 7 years back. I was also in the corporate world, and then I took a plunge, and it was a heart's call that I took to create a thing. I used to write. I had my book of poems published when I was a child in the Calcutta Book Fair. And lockdown has changed a lot of people in different ways. I have also changed. I used to paint a bit. That has stopped during lockdown, but so many other things have popped up. Uh, yes, my studies are different. At the same time, and what I'm doing right now is completely different. What I've studied all these years. I work with artisans mainly. I train them, and
So
it's like
are they from the villages, or are they
yes,
from
yes,
Calcutta? Or,
mostly across means I have been working in the 10 districts of West Bengal, sometimes
yeah.
12 districts. And also we work with people from Odisha and Bihar and Jharkhand, and very few from Andhra Pradesh.
Okay. So
And
what are you doing with them?
now, actually, I mainly work with the state government. So what we do is we train the artisans. Actually, my thing is to create livelihood through different creative avenues. That can cover students also. I was an impanel jury of NIFT students and also I other students. I've been also an instructor for a very short time, but taken few classes in corporate. My specialization is micro entrepreneurship. So what I do
You're getting disconnected, Urmi. I think there's something wrong with your internet. I'm losing you. Yes.
uh,
Okay. Avinish, while Urmi is fixing, let's talk about your amazing artwork. I mean, all of us like it. Where are you? Yes.
Yeah. So, by profession, I work for Tata Consultancy Services in the capacity of a senior manager, and I'm with the organization since 2007. It's around 13 years. And just after a couple of years in the organization in 2009, I was thinking that I don't wish to turn up into a corporate robot being guided by someone and lead a normal 9 to 5 life. And in my childhood, my grandfather used to get me the sketchbooks from Boimela, and my Pishi, she used to, take me to SEMA art gallery. So she works for SEMA, but due to some family issues, we are no more together. So yes, through her, I have had the opportunity, and I've been fortunate enough to meet the legendary artist M.F. Hussain. And that time I was in school around class 8 or 9. That's what I can recall. And then in 2009, while I was I'm still in TCS, so I joined Birla Academy of Art and Culture in the weekend classes because Saturday, Sundays are off. and that was a 1 year course in oil painting. But I continued that course till date. So it's around 11 years. I'm still attending those weekend sessions with Birla. But I have not produced a single canvas on oil. I've done all watercolors.
And they're fantastic.
And
Every day you come
like
up with something new, which is amazing.
uh,
Yes, and his pictures speaks
and like
volume
I'm one,
actually.
Absolutely.
and childhood nostalgia, like Calcutta nostalgia, comes because I'm born and brought up in central Calcutta, Bow Bazaar area. And because of our family dispute, we had to shift overnight to South Calcutta. And near my house, there were
Yep.
these tram lines, and we had these rickshaws line in front of our house. We had the CPM logo everywhere on the walls. We had those yellow cabs. So these used to haunt me as a child when I left that central Calcutta home, and we cannot go back to our place. So all those memories, like I keep going back to central Calcutta. I shoot extensively with my mobile on. I put on my video on, and I capture those live moments and I freeze them, and those are frozen moments. And I paint from my heart. I do not try to
Yes, we
copy
can say
anyone
that.
who is doing a Calcutta work, and it's my sole creation. A lot of people there criticize me that you have to sit and do on a location. I said, you shut up your mouth. I don't want to produce yet another normal art college student work. Let me produce my exclusive work. And I was discouraged to paint Calcutta when I started my Calcutta series. They said that Calcutta তো অনেক জন করেছে, তুমি কেন করছো? I said that দেবদাস দেখেছো? বলে হ্যাঁ। দিলীপ কুমার করেছে, করেছে। স্যাগল করেছে, করেছে। উত্তম কুমার করেছে, করেছে। আমি বলে, have you seen Sanjay Leela Bhansali? They said that yes.
Yes, I
The
walked
scale is
out of that
different.
movie.
The
Oh
feel
my
is
God,
different.
it was so bad.
So let me be the Sanjay Leela Bhansali Devdas. Let me be the one who is producing that level of Calcutta on a different level, and let the audience decide whether they like it or not. And
Please
in
don't compare your
2018,
artwork
like
to Sanjay Leela
Taj
Bhansali's.
Bengal, they gave me an opportunity. So
No.
in 2018, I exhibited in Taj Bengal, Calcutta, and I launched the Calcutta Nostalgia in Taj in a 1 week show sponsor that was 1st of January, and that became a game changer, and it was a full sold show. So starting from Delhi, Commissioner of Customs, from the CEO of Nivea, CEO of Bisc Farm, and a lot of corporates collected my works personally, and a lot of them they visited my studio, come residence in Calcutta. And I felt overwhelmed, and that was the moment when I felt that I should make it in a way that people who are outside Calcutta, who are missing Calcutta, they should feel the connect, and they should have some of my works, and they should feel connected to the city. And in 2019, I launched my calendar as well. 2019 and 2020 also. It's Calcutta Nostalgia. It's a
Oh,
table
okay. So
calendar
you
of
have a
12 pages with
calendar.
12 different paintings. So yeah, so
You have a
2021 is on
calendar.
its way. It's in designing phase.
So
Yeah,
hang on, hang on,
in
hang
couple
on.
of
So
weeks
for
it will be
people
launched.
like us, Avinash, Avanish, so people like us who live away from Calcutta, how do we buy your calendar? I mean, I would be one of the first ones to buy your calendar. How do we get that?
Yeah, so it gets circulated globally, to be honest. So I have tie up with the courier and these companies who deliver them globally. So once the calendar is printed and ready out for to the public, so I shall let everyone know, and just ping me with your address details, and I'll help you with the rest. So you will get it.
Yes, absolutely. I'd love to have that. This is so
This is
cool.
a
I can
fantastic
just
idea.
yes, what a great idea. Well, and while I go back to Urmi because she got disconnected, I want to show some of the I want to see some of the stuff that you were showing me earlier. They were like amazing. You know, the paintings that you've just done.
Yeah.
Okay. Urmi,
Yeah.
tell me you.
Just a
Sorry, we
second.
got disconnected then. Yes.
Yeah. Two things I would like to say regarding his calendar. Something popped in my mind. Like we were the first ones who had with khadi. We had woven the finest of muslin, which is now preserved in Victoria Albert Hall in London. So that then it has come back. It was exhibited over there. It's a 600 count muslin and 500 count muslin first time woven in contemporary India. Muslin, it's the finest
Yeah,
of the
muslin. Yes,
cotton.
I know muslin. Yes.
Yeah, and 500 count muslin means 1 kg of cotton produces 500 kilometers of yarn.
Yep.
That fine it is. Okay. So this is one achievement. Another thing is, and that too dyed muslin. Muslin was never been dyed, even
Yep.
during
It's white. Yep.
the story we hear about during Shah Jahan's time and all. At that time, muslin was never being dyed. Another thing is, I also explore into some creative ideas, like because you must. I don't know if you have followed me. I do a lot of writing, either features or SG knows about it, and poetry and all. So since I also have a small, not very core advertising background, but I was in the advertising industry in a different capacity, but I used to write. So regarding calendar, this year I'm also making calendar for one of the departments. So that will be something to do with COVID and all.
So
So
what kind of calendar is this?
this would be like how that department has intervened during the COVID time and
When you
kept.
mean department, what department?
This is power.
Oh, this is okay. This is
Power.
yours. Yep. Okay. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
okay. We seem to be having a lot of problems connecting to
Yeah, today I
Calcutta.
think network problem in Calcutta is been pretty huge
Yes.
since Amphan. And during Amphan, let me tell you about the mask.
Yes.
It was during Amphan and COVID that actually gave me an impetus, right,
Yes.
to do something about the mask. And what did was with the South 24 Parganas, Sundarban self-help groups, and Jadavpur engineers, we engineered a special kind of mask initially. That was absolutely in conformity with what WHO had prescribed, with the hydrophobic layers as good as the K95 N95, but much less in cost. So this is one thing. We have got it patented, and then we started off with the designer mask. Since I am also known little bit in the government sector for being somebody who revives different kind of heritage textile. I've got some papers in Calcutta University also. There were some conferences and also so some kind of heritage textile like khesh, like tasar, like muslin and different types of silk. Like baluchari, we brought it in a different way with Makbul Fida Hussein's creation in it. Baluchari was
Okay.
never like this. So
Yeah.
so you can't call it baluchari, it's shonachari. It's a different variety. So those things are there. And yes, I also do different kind of creative workshops with paintings and all,
So
another passion.
talking.
And
Yep.
singing a little bit of dancing. That's it.
Which is what I want to hear. I want to hear your singing. And while we are talking painting, Avanish, do you
Singing is
mind
now
making your
reduced to a bathroom singer.
no bathroom singer hope?
Now
No
I think
problem.
Abnish is taking us to his.
Yes,
No,
Avnish is
Abnish is
taking us
taking
to
us
his
to the, I
painting.
think, those part where he has
Yes.
exhibited his
Av-
paintings. Yeah.
yes, Avnish, can you take us closer to your
I
painting that
would
you're
like to tell
doing?
Abnish something.
Yeah.
Avnish, I want to tell you something. Someday, you paint and I compose a feature or a poem on it, and
Great,
we'll
and you
get
share
it
it on
posted on
Calcutta Unlimited.
Calcutta.
Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes,
yes,
yes,
yes.
yes. Oh my God, this is so cool,
Absolutely.
Avnish. Can
Thank
you? Oh my God, this is so beautiful.
This is
I am
very beautiful.
suddenly missing Kolkata. Just,
So
And
this
what
is
I
this is
really
love
like
about
Pujo Bhashan,
Pujo
and
Bhashan.
that
Okay,
is
yes.
Joy Baba Feluna, and that is Shomitra over here depicted amongst these women,
Yeah.
and that is gonna be the Borolin out here,
Oh, I can't live without
Borolin
Borolin.
ad.
Yes, I have to have Borolin. I carry it with me. like 20 packets when I
These are
go to
the
India.
80s era kit. This is like dating back to the 80s and 90s, where kids used to do bhashan dance on the truck. This is open truck,
Yes, yes, I remember that.
and
I
there
love
were
the
like
color of the
the
house
signature
with
red
the
walls
shutters.
and
Yes,
these Viridian and CPM Jyoti
yes,
Basu.
of course. Yes. Oh, I just
And
love it.
this Bhadra Mohila doing a Dhunuchi,
Dhunuchi Nath, yes.
and these kids are dancing with a old man over here on the streets. And then there's a dhaki. So by tonight it would be complete. Then taking you forward to the next one is
Uh,
this, wherein we have this aerial view
Howrah
of
Bridge.
Howrah Bridge in making, and the trams are also of 70s, you can say, or maybe earlier. And then we have these black cabs, black taxis rather.
I remember them. Yes, yes.
Yeah, and we had those double-decker buses on Howrah Bridge, which were
Yes,
red in color.
yes. Love it.
So I've
Yes,
tried to
yes.
put a few of, yeah. So it's a very slight impressionism that I've kept with some red buses atop the bridge, and then taking you to the third one in making is this one.
This is Robi Thakur. Yes.
That's at Nandan, Robindra Shodon. So I
Yeah.
plan to put up a poster of some Satyajit Ray classic movie over here. So I'm still brainstorming
Okay.
about it, and that would make the era more relatable, because I'm taking this back to the 80s or 90s. So it's not gonna have any
And
contemporary
Avanish, you've
stuff
also
stuff
got a
going in.
little dog there. You've also got a little
Yeah.
dog there. That
Yes.
is so cool. Oh, this is so nice.
I always admire the fact that's his style, I think. So.
This is really nice. I really,
Isn't
really,
it,
really
Avnish?
like it.
Your crow
Yeah.
is your crow is very special, Avnish. Your crow.
Yeah. My
The crow
I
is
I
very
love crows
special.
because like they are no one likes them, only I like them. Simple
Well,
thing.
I like the
Yes,
dog. I
yes.
really like the
And I
dog.
like it too. I like it too.
That is so
They
real.
are
That
very
is
I like
so
it
interesting
too.
real.
actually, and
Yes.
they have an attitude. If you are able to click them properly, the attitude reflects if you photograph them. So no other birds they have that sort of attitude what crows carry.
I just love these paintings. I can't wait to get your calendar. Honestly, I just can't wait to get your calendar.
So I'll you will be the first one. I'll sharing the first glimpse, and I'll share a short video of the calendar, and then I'll share it with the rest of the people.
Oh, thank you. So
I
Urmi and
promise
I
you.
are the privileged ones. I
Hey,
like
even
your
I'm
So Urmi,
excited
shaka.
to
where
see
do you
it.
stay?
Avnish.
Urmi, where do you stay in Calcutta?
I stay in Salt Lake. No,
Okay,
no, North
okay,
Calcutta.
okay.
North Calcutta, yeah. We'll inbox.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
This is really good.
Yes.
I'm just loving it. Urmi, I suddenly saw your shakha and it made me so nostalgic. I don't wear one. I just wear a loha because yes, I just wear a loha. I've never worn
It
a
has
shakha.
yeah, it has stayed with me since the day I got married.
Well, yeah,
Somehow, I couldn't get I got the other one out, but not this one. Somehow I just couldn't make myself
no, and you
I
shouldn't.
mean,
You shouldn't. Yes.
yeah, and then it's when many of my friends said, "Ekhon kyo thaka to pore na, why are you wearing it and all?" I don't know. I don't care. I go with this with the advertising club party. or anywhere, right? Go like this.
And yes, it shouldn't matter what others think. It's what makes you happy. Yes.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
And
yeah,
this has become my style since the day I got married. This is how I put up. I wear a watch on my right hand and the shaka. That's it.
yeah. So I
The
just
style
moved my
statement or
yeah,
whatever you say.
yeah. I moved my loha from my left hand to my right hand. I
Okay.
also wear a kara because of my,
Yeah, yeah.
this is what
Right,
my
right, right,
husband gave me the day I got married.
right.
I'm actually wearing uh, Ma's loha. When Ma passed away, I got her loha. So yeah, I don't wear mine. I wear Ma's. But yes, I don't give it up.
Do you know why do Indian bridals wear shaka and some of the places or loha? Do you have any idea why?
I always thought it was a sign of a woman being married. Is there anything else? Maybe
Yes,
my yes.
yes. There's a lot more. One thing is, women after marriage, they always bear child, and after bearing child, after delivering the child, they lose on calcium and hemoglobin. Okay, so one explanation is this loha, which has iron in it, and shakha, which has calcium in it, gets absorbed in the blood. I
Okay.
mean, through the
Oh,
skin.
okay.
But
Yes. So this.
actually, I don't know how far it is true because our skin has a one-way traffic. And my medical learning tells me whatever I have gathered there. Uh, so another thing is, I have read it in one of the Sharobindu Bandyopadhyay's collection. Sharobindu Bandyopadhyay is another eminent Bengali writer
Yes.
who
Yeah.
actually assimilated historical facts into literature. So he said, women, initially there was no marriage system in the Hindu society. Okay, so whoever in the war, whoever was the winner would take the women, and they used to put a iron shackle around the arm, and sometimes used to smear the forehead with the blood of the dead husbands,
Ew.
ex-husbands.
Ew.
There was no husband, there was a companion. I mean,
Yeah, I know
just
what
what
you mean. Yeah.
a partner, a
Yeah.
partner. So that is how Sindoor had come. That is how Loha has come. Shaka, I don't know. Shaka is, I think, purely blissful calcium. I think so. And
I'll
this
believe you
is
because I don't know
there
the
are a lot
history.
of these are the explanations. There are a lot of when Rishi Prajapati came and he saw his mother being dragged away. He couldn't bear it, and that is how marriage actually had set in. That is why we find the emblem Prajapati of the butterfly, I mean, in marriages because of these two things. One is a blissful thing, Rishi Prajapati. That's it.
Avani,
Another
so
thing,
what are you? Sorry, no, no, no. Go.
Sanya, another thing, this attire I'm wearing, this is
I
so
was going to
probably
say that.
woven by
That's
my
my
aunt.
favorite color. I love
Yeah,
yellow.
and
Everything yellow.
designed by our designers and all. So, and then there's a little bit of patha over here, very sleek. So, as I was telling you, what we did is we trained them and we also commercially linked them to the market through Amazon and through Bishwa Bangla and other channels.
That's really good. So next time I'm in
So,
Calcutta, I'm
the
looking at
story goes
Bishabanga.
long.
Yes. So I think we are losing Avanish. Are we? Avanish, are we losing you? Yes, now we are okay.
No, I'm still
So
here. I was hearing
what is
the
in the
wonderful
cards?
conversation.
What's in the
So,
cards in the future?
I would like to show this.
Wow. Wow.
Let me turn
Maybe
on
you
the
have to turn
camera
it.
on the other
Ananda
side.
Bajar is
That would be
ulto.
better.
Yes.
Show it again, Abdi. Show it again,
Yeah,
please.
because I think Avanish is having a lot of issues with
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
internet. And I've noticed that every time I talk to someone in Calcutta, it's the internet is totally shut. It is like really bad. So um, tell me about your masks while we get Avanish back again because I really liked it.
Uh,
I really loved it.
we
I
are we
loved
are
it.
we are now innovating a lot of things on the mask. Like we are thinking of maybe some fragrance, some medicinal properties that could be included in the mask. let's see. So that is during this pandemic area, but a lot of other
Yeah.
things are also happening.
It's going to,
What the
yeah,
best part is, the best part is, many livelihood being created. What had
absolutely. I was
where
going to
life
say
had
that.
stopped, it has begun. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
And
So,
just on mask, we are also having them made uniforms for different uh, people. I mean, like the security guards and all. So these things are also coming up. So that way it's good. But work is slow. But
of course.
things are moving on. I mean, that's the best thing.
Yeah.
I
See,
think there's some problem with Avanish. Yeah.
yes, there is a
I
lot of
think
problems.
70% of the chat is on internet. So internet is the hero today.
Absolutely. I live on the internet. All my
And
work is online, all, my paid work.
absolutely.
Yes. But okay, hopefully we don't get cut off this time. And if we do, because we are already on 25 minutes. Hey, Avanish, what's next on the cards? You were showing us something, and then we kind of
Yeah.
got you dropped off again. It's happened a lot. This is
So
really,
hopefully
oh,
now it
okay.
should connected and we should be able to see.
Wow.
Wow, wow. I like the pound roti and cola. I love that. I love having that. When I can't be bothered cooking on Sunday afternoons, that's my dish. That's what I have.
Avanish, you omit the anda boil, okay? That is not good, huh? You just thought of yourself, not about us. What about the Bengali anda?
This is I love bread
It
and
could be in the
I
next
just
painting. That is noted. I'll put it in the next painting along with some kacha lonka.
kacha lanka,
Yes,
cola, and
yes.
pound roti.
And then
No,
देखो fish तो नहीं
hey,
मांग रहे हैं ना fish तो giving us a restraint this अंडा ही मांग रहे हैं
hey, Avanish, somebody had wanted to have
no
pav
point.
roti and jhola gur when I put up my Thursday throwback because I had just had bhat, dal, alu sheddo, dim sheddo with tons and tons of ghee that night, the previous night. You should do a pav roti and jhola gur. I don't think Avanish
Yeah,
can hear. Yeah, because this is the right time
yeah, I
for
can
gur,
hear
isn't
you.
it?
I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll do that.
I wish I remembered who did it, but yes, somebody wanted pav roti and jholagur. I think for him, we should do the pav roti and jholagur.
It actually
So,
tastes awesome really. Jhola gur goes with everything.
I
Have you
don't
ever
get.
tasted tea with jhola gur? I tasted it in Bolpur. Somebody made me
Uh,
taste Darjeeling tea with jhola gur, and it was awesome. It
we
was
don't
awesome,
get jholagur.
absolutely.
Yeah, I don't like
No, in
the one
Bolpur,
we don't
in
get it
Bolpur we
here.
get.
No, no.
Yeah, yeah.
One we don't get
In
jholagur
Bolpur
here.
it is there.
Yeah, as I
Yeah,
said,
there.
we don't get jhola gur here, and then we can't carry food stuff. But I believe there is jhola gur in a bottle now. A friend of mine, she carried it to States. But I'm only worried about the preservative smell. It's never the same. So I've never really tried. So
No,
we
Khadi
seem to
had
be.
launched very good jhola gur without preservative. Yeah.
I have to check. I mean, what I do is when I go to India, if I'm flying to Calcutta, I normally just reach Calcutta, and my father sends a car, and I go straight to Asansol because that's where my dad is. But most of the times, I just go to Delhi because I have lots more options of flights, and I stay with my
Yeah.
brother, and then go and then travel Rajdhani, and that's another story. I've had such amazing stories. Hey,
And you
Urmi,
actually went gaga about your Delhi visit. I
I
heard
love
that.
Delhi. I love Delhi.
During the
I love Delhi.
during
I just love Delhi. I mean, much as I'm a Bengali, I love Delhi. I have lived there for 15, 16 years. I'm so at home. I become this horrible, snobbish Delhi person. The minute I land in Delhi, I don't know, something just goes wrong. And I become one of those typical snobbish Delhiites, which I think I used to be when I was in Delhi. And it's a totally different person, but I just love Delhi. Hey, Urmi, I think we are not going to get Avanish back, but before we go, please sing a song. Please sing a song. Whatever
Hmm.
you like.
I I would much rather prefer a Bengali song, but
Yes,
keeping the
yes.
audience in view, let me sing in a international language, okay? Just two lines from one of the oldest ghazals.
Okay.
एक ना एक शम्मा अंधेरे में जलाए रखिए एक ना एक शम्मा अंधेरे में जलाए रखिए सुबह होने को है माहौल बनाए रखिए एक ना एक शम्मा. I'm giving it short because I think
This
we're
is
running out.
beautiful. Okay, no, one Bangla song, please. I don't get to hear Bangla songs here. My favorite is Aruti Mukherjee.
Aruti Mukherjee.
Yes. Yes.
Aruti Mukherjee, I think today you can see me very tired, so I think I
Okay.
can't go on
All
a
right.
high
Okay.
pitch.
Sing
So
anyone. Sing
I'll,
anyone.
I'll take Tagore, okay?
Okay.
Just two lines from Tagore. बाहिर पाने जो খেলেছি বাহির পানে আমার হৃদয় পানে চাই আমার হিয়ার মাঝে লুকিয়েছি দেখতে তোমায় পাইনি. I think I'm
Okay. That's
lyrics
okay. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Avanish, do you sing? Do you sing? Avanish, do you sing?
No, I don't. I don't.
Come on, you're an artist. But anyway, hey guys, thank you so much. Um, thank you for sharing your paintings. I love it. Don't forget me when you do the calendar. Yes, I am
Absolutely. Noted.
noted. And Urmi,
Thank you,
when
Urmi. It was pleasure connecting with you. And thank you, Saleha, once again
same here,
for inviting
same
both of
here.
us in this wonderful platform. So do
Salia,
share
no
us the
words
link
to
once
thank
this is
you,
up. So
really.
we'll love to.
Really, it was good.
And once I'm back
thank
in Calcutta, we will meet.
But I'm really my bad that I missed on the lines, you know. This is not done.
no, that is done. We'll get back and you can sing the whole one. And you can also sing an Arati Mukherjee for me. I'll call you back.
Yeah.
Is that
Okay.
okay?
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. I'm sorry the internet was so bad, but
But
we've done it.
we enjoyed. I think a lot of love and vibes flow through. So
Thank you.
that is very important. And Avnish, really nice connecting with you.
It
Salia,
was a very
no
warm session.
words.
It was very nice connecting.
Okay.
And Salia, no words to thank you. Thank you,
Please,
everybody
no,
whoever is watching. And make us feel good with your comments.
Thanks
Flood us
everyone
with
yes.
for
your
watching
comments.
us. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye
Bye,
bye. Everybody
everyone.
stay good,
Yes,
safe,
and
and
stay
nice,
safe. Okay.
and happy.
Bye.
Happy, lot of happy.